It is not easy to start talking about the late Comrade Qunta.
There's only one expression that I can't recall. What was the context? There's one saying that he kept on saying that, don't live in a world of fantasy. That I will always remember. That was 1973, where he was telling people to deal with the actually come to grips with the reality of the need for unity, for us to be able to struggle.
In him, you had a comrade to the core. He was a true embodiment of the living black consciousness.
This major has robbed us a disciplined comrade, a father figure, a struggle veteran, an astute sport writer who focused on rugby, a former public servant par excellence.
When I met him recently, he spoke about a trip he made to the Eastern Cape where he was raising issues about writing a book on rugby, especially the history of rugby in our country here.
I was relating to one brother of mine, and I might be in Cape Town. When I mentioned the name, he first mentioned the uncle Vuyisa. Seemingly the brothers were teachers. I said, no, why corner 5? I'm so a no, I don't know that much history, but I know him good. But all in all, the point that he was making, that no, but that's a historical writer, history, rugby and so on. So he is known, he was that gifted to do that.
Even though the oral traditions have been and are being retained, it can be truly said that each time an old man dies in Africa, it is as though a library has burned down. Indeed, a library has figuratively burnt down. Comrade VQ was perhaps not only a mobile library, but a history book, a museum, if not a reservoir of knowledge. He was a professional, a paragon of excellence, and a great ambassador of our revolutionary movement called Nahau.
Comrades, comrade contribution of Comrade Qunta ibilenka ke khonno sebetsa le la ho committee e one mo ho sanfa ke nnete one speaker said Comrade Qunta can have time and explain things for you. I don't know mamela ona kwedini mantuni tselela, then he will explain and explain and explain obane tlhonyana ke santsa le shaponyana sa tshwaranyana ha tsamaile. Then I will say that word by word, and ba tla re emara no balo strong chana. I will never tell them, no, Comrade Qunta. When Comrade Qunta left the country, Batsivile Hore, Mobayantem Baloriska. And the Batsivile Hore, Mobayantem, Bakesu Hutli. Impa, they took a vow bare, Harry Lifulona is a Ilmotsal Lawaro, Narata Pinalona, Michal Matzat.
I see many comrades. If I can start but one by one, the other one would say, but nah. Because I know all these people who are here have served with Qunta, and we have served together in exile. We have served together here in the country. The saddest thing for us is to justify that we fought for the country.
When we got a call ya hore Comrade Qunta hospital, bongata ba bona ra khona go ya lo mmo ha re fumana molaetsa wa re Comrade Qunta o re sihile ile ya re tshwara ha bohloko as Sanva, ile ya re tshwara ha bohloko as different association.
He believed the pen is mightier than the sword. I think ubesithethisa esikuza esixoba no sonke masipale. I don't know, it was about last year if I'm not mistaken. There was a blog he joined, and he had been quiet. He had not been in the blog, but he came in, and when he came in, from the writing you could see no Vuyisa Qunta. You could see then in the writing that no, it's him now. He is exhorting us with Sipale. We must capture our history. We all lament the same thing in the BCM.
I just wanted to start off, everyone's been speaking about my father as a comrade and a soldier and this very brave man, just to share stories that my older sister Yolisa was telling about what kind of a father he was, because that was also a very large role that he played in our lives. Example of what kind of a father my father was I was born when Yoli was 4, and apparently she didn't like the fact that there was this other little person taking attention away from my mother and father and her, so she put me in a bin in Khabane. And she closed the bin and just thought, when the rubbish people arrive, they'll take away the bin and there'll be no more problems. And then like everything will be fine. So my father came to her and was like, have you seen your little sister? And she was like, no, but you need to take out the bin. And he had obviously seen this happening, and instead of shouting at her, and because I would do that if I had a child, he just spoke to her and he said, you know, family is something that you can never throw away. Family is something that even if they're annoying or difficult, you have to deal with them, and you can't just take someone and throw them away. I wanted to thank Azapo and Azana for their support during this very difficult time. And thank the Department of Military Veterans also for their support in making sure that people from across the country are able to get to Cape Town, and their support to our family. Thank you to the Department of Sports and Recreation. I know my father's colleagues since 2009, when his heart first started having problems, have kept our family updated whenever they're concerned about what's happening with him, have let us know, and we're very grateful for that and your support since his passing. Thank you to Uncle George for being such an amazing support system, and thank you to the people, our colleagues, our family, and the friends who have just rallied around us and been very supportive in this very difficult time. Thank you very much for sharing amazing memories of our father. Thank you for your prayers and your support. It's very appreciated from both some of the family that are based here and also our family in Cape Town. We're very grateful. Thank you.
To the family of Qunta, sithi thutuzekani bakwethu. Akuhlanga ngehlanga. The Christians will be telling us he's run his race, he's waiting for the reward. Thina-ke sithi-ke uyidlalile indima apha emzabalazweni. What is left is for us to continue. Siqhubele phambili nomzabalazo. Wanga ungalala ngoxolo. May your spirit find eternal peace and rest. Amandla.
Last thing, I just want to refer to comrades is that while war is a very, very tough business, it needs, if it's a war of liberation, it needs compassion. So what I'm saying is, when a fighter